will soon be there. Children are the light, children are the key. They can change the world, just wait and see.
All right. Hi, everyone, and welcome to our vision board party. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas for those we never wish Merry Christmas to. We're so glad you're here. Just so that we can be on track, we will have to start. But anyone else who joins, they will catch up with us. So thank you so much, and welcome once again to our vision board party. My name is Francisca Nemasia. I am 16 years old actually, and I'm in year 11. I'm a child advocate, and oh wait, I just realized I've not turned on my camera for you all to see me. So, hi everyone, my name is Francisca. I'm 16 and I'm in year 11. I'm a child advocate and STD champion, and I will be, and I'm very much honored to be your moderator for today's session. So, today's theme is seeing it, believing it, becoming it. So, let me continue. So, welcome, Galis, to our virtual vision board party once again. So, this gathering is all about celebrating your dreams, your creativity, and the amazing future that lies ahead of you this year. So, just a few rules. I wouldn't really call them rules. We can refer to them as a few guides. So we encourage for you to turn on your cameras. We'd really like to know who is in this meeting and who is with us, and so you can also see your peers. We also encourage for you to use the chat and also reactions. Just if you want to communicate something, you can also this free also to raise your hand if you really have something to say. You really want to like turn on your mic. Please be respectful to each other, and remember, this is a safe space for all of you and all of us here. So please be kind to each other, respect each other's opinions, each other's ideas, each other's creativity, and all that. And lastly, have fun. Guys, we're here to have fun. I think I should have put that as number one. Yeah, so please make sure to have fun as we're doing all the activities we are about to do today. Also, please, if you like, please do rename yourself if you're joined with your parents' account and start showing your actual name. So in case we like call out to you, we are calling your name and not your parents' name. All right, I think that's all. So we can go ahead with a little icebreaker, a chat icebreaker. This one you don't have to speak, just like type it in the chat. So, in one word, what do you want more of this year? Like, you could, let's say for me, I'll start myself. For example, this year, I want more peace. Like, I don't want a lot of chaos this year. This year, I want more of peace than chaos. So, like, just take like 2 minutes to think about it and type it in the chat, and I will read it out. So, in one word, what do you want more of this year? So, start thinking. All right, so Gabriella or Ella has said this year she wants more of animals. Okay, everybody wants something. Coach Achieng said she wants more of traveling. Miss Mwende said she wants more of traveling. People really want to travel. Me too. This year I want to travel more. And Anne has said this year she wants to learn a new skill. That is very lovely. All right. Okay, Rain said she wants to learn Korean. That's such a good initiative. This year, I think I want to learn Arabic. Yeah. Let's see. Amy wants to travel more this year. Yeah, team traveling. Brianna wants to travel this year more. Anela wants to explore the world. Who else? Who else? Narayan also wants to travel more. So I see most of us really want to travel more this year. We should really all travel more this year. And I hope that happens for all of us this year. All right. So anyone else? And Narayan is also asked she wants more money this year. That is very relatable. I want more money this year as well. All right. Maggie wants to perfect her swimming skills. That is very lovely. I do enjoy swimming myself. All right. Anyone else want to add something before we move on? Anele wants more money this year. More money. Okay, that's very interesting. Ella wants to make more friends this year. That's also very lovely. Thank you, Ella. Thank you guys so much for really engaging so far. You guys are so active in just like 8 minutes of our meeting. That is very lovely. I'm giving you a thumbs up because I can't find my reactions. Okay, so anyone else before we move on? No. Okay, but my chat is still open. So let's move on. So let's see. I hope I have not. All right. So before we begin our main session, I want you all to stop looking at me and close your eyes. Take take a deep breath. Close your eyes. I see some of you, your eyes are not closed. I can see some of you. So close your eyes. I know today might have been a very difficult day for some of you. So take a deep breath and then let it go. Okay, again, another deep breath. Hold it in and then let go. Let go of all your stress today. Let go. Some of you are in school, let go of this. Forget about school for the next like 1 hour. For the adults, forget about work for like an hour. All right. Okay, now you can all open your eyes. I think we've now like become a bit more relaxed. So now this prompt, we have a short prompt. I want you guys. Oh wait, I'm so sorry. Nice. All right. So imagine yourself at the end of this year 2026. What would you want to be proud of? Okay, we had 2025 last year, and some of you like had gratitude week where you guys were grateful for some people. You were also grateful for some accomplishments you made last year, 2025. But now we're in 2026. So you imagine yourself, it is December. Merry Christmas. You've ended year 2026. What do you want to be proud of? So I want you to like take a few minutes to reflect and then write at least three. Okay, it could be two or one, just like three things you want to be proud of this year. You type it in the chat and read it out. I'll also be doing the activity myself. Okay, so let us start now. All right, everyone, we can start typing in the chat, and I'll be able to read it out. Hmm? Okay, so I'll start reading out. I'm so sorry. Okay, so Rain said she'd like to finishing her theater classes. That's very lovely, Rain. Ella said, my dogs, my future, and my friends. Okay, that's very lovely. I said to graduate high school with good grades. Anela said finishing grade 2 of piano. That's very lovely, Anela. All right, who else would like to share? Anyone else? Aggie said taking healthy meals. That's very lovely. Amy says Maria, Sarah, and me are using. Oh, that's okay. That's definitely okay. Jamila says I would be proud that I started building income skills early and took myself seriously. That's also something nice. Thank you, Jamila. And Amy, it's okay that you and Maria and Sarah are using the same device. Yeah, it's totally fine. I'm gonna give you so far. I'm gonna give you guys heart. I'm making a love heart. I for some reason my reactions are lost, so I'm gonna give reactions with my hands. Okay. So anyone else would like anything before we move on? Going once, going twice, going thrice. Okay, sold. All right. So I think if no one else has anything to add, then I will close this session. But it's okay if you're like still typing and you can still add it in the chat. We'll see it and we are still proud of you. And for everyone else who's put something they want to be proud of this year, I give you guys big hearts and big virtual hugs. So now we can go ahead and start our main session. And I would like to invite Miss Aching Abok to now take over and start off with her keynote speech. Sorry. All right, let me stop sharing my screen. Let's give reactions to Miss Aching as she takes over from here. Guys, let's see the reactions. I think we remember the reactions. Yay! Okay, welcome.
Thank you, Francisca. Oh my goodness. That was very warm. I loved it. Uh, Amazing. How are you guys? I am really, really hoping everybody's doing well this evening. I have done quite a bit of speaking engagements and coached a few individuals and professionals, but I must say this is very intimidating. I had Francisca say she is 16. So, yeah, you're the young version of Gen Z. Very intimidating. I am a millennial. I am a millennial, and I am going to. I think this is going to be fun. So, just to get a feel of the people that are in this meeting, maybe you can put in the chat your ages. I want to be very strategic, and I want to make sure what I communicate is targeted for your age and for you specifically. I am so used to talking to people, professionals, like I said, in the boardrooms. But Francesca, everyone is 16 years old or roughly your age.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, so maybe you can put it in the chat what your ages are, and then I can have an idea of, oh, okay, Gabriella. Gabriella is 15. Wonderful. I am feeling so old. Let me tell you, I am feeling so old. But for the sake of this meeting, I shall be 25. You know? Oh, wow. 15, 13, 22. Wow, amazing. Maggie, I'm just within your age bracket. Nisikombali sana niko 25. Yeah. And if anyone says otherwise, they're like 19, Jamila. Ruby, 18. Amazing. Oh my goodness, such young girls. Oh, 12. I have a 10-year-old in the house, my daughter. Then now I'm wishing she would have joined, but she would have pretty much taken over the meeting because she has an idea of how everything would be. I would be just in a corner, quiet, and she would talk to you guys. Sarah, 22, Maria, 16, Amy, 13. Fantastic. Fantastic. I feel like I can be your mom, and I am going to speak from a voice of mentorship, of coaching, for your future and for the best, for you guys to set yourself for success in 10 years, 5 years, even in the next year. Let's just stick to 2026. All right. Fantastic. So my next question is, how many of you have created a vision board before?
No, I've never,
Very,
I
very
never
good.
vision boards.
Has anyone ever created a vision board? Or rather, do you guys have an idea what a vision board is? Just type on the chat. No need to respond. If I can have 2 or 3 responses, then I can. Okay, Maria, you have an idea what a vision board is. Have you created one? So the yes is for what? Have you created one before, or do you have an idea of what it is?
I've created one and I know what it is.
Okay, fantastic. That's good. That's good. Good. So most of you have an idea of what a vision board is, and you have created one before. So the next question would be, who among you have created a vision board in January or have planned excessively for a year in January and forgot about the vision plan or the vision board by February, March? Maria, I get that a lot. Trust you me, even the adults, the millennials, just like me. I mean, they create
So
fantastic plans.
that was
And
a
then
mistake.
oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But have you successfully created a vision board and finished through the year or even half the year? Good. Excellent. All right. So the next thing I would like to understand from the group. Um, how have you created vision boards before? Do you literally do it as we do it? Because how I enjoy doing my vision boards are I literally have to go and look for newspapers or magazines, cut them out and all that, or do you prefer going the Pinterest route, whereby you can just digitally download images and then do a digital vision board, or do you prefer the doing it by hand, cutting out the activity in itself? Are you guys there? Did you understand my question? Doing it the digital way. Okay, Pinterest. All right. Okay. Okay, so from what I saw from the poster, we were to come with manila paper, some images, some pair of scissors and everything. Did you guys do that? Or because that would be the manual way. However, the digital way, you would just like work on your laptops, because at some point I would want you guys to maybe present just an idea of how your vision board looks thus far. So according to the poster, we were supposed to do it very manually. We were supposed to come up with manila paper. We were supposed to come with a pair of scissors, images, some glue. Do you guys have that? Okay. So I will let you guys think that in as we continue, because of course we have to make this meeting very interactive. But basically, my definition of a vision board is this: it has to be visual, absolutely visual. I I know things are technically different. There are people who actually want to get down and do it manually, but there are those ones who would do it digitally, which is still fine and still effective. Because the different ways of making sure the vision board is somewhere you can see is also on your phone screen. Yeah. uh, you can actually use your plans as, because we are always on our phone, first thing in the morning, throughout the day, until late in the evening. So your vision board can be with you wherever you go. All right. So number one, the brain responds faster with images than words. And that's why it's called a vision board. So we use visuals, whichever way you like it, then do it. Number two, what you see repeatedly becomes familiar, right? So I do advocate for the digital way, because I mean we are always on the phone. So you can use it as your phone screen, you can always work with it wherever, on your tablet, on your laptop, right? And what becomes familiar becomes believable, right? You can achieve your goal if you constantly see it every day, every time, and you believe you can achieve that goal. Yeah. And what becomes believable becomes actionable. All right. And that's why we call it a vision board, because it has to be a visual decision making tool. So, whichever way you prefer it. Us who do it manually, we like putting our vision boards maybe in our bedrooms on a wall, whereby you can see it with your eyes. It's it's accessible to the eye, right? So I do have friends who have the vision board right on the ceiling because of how they prefer to sleep. So they sleep on their back. When they wake up, it's the first thing they see, right? Excuse me. All right. So sorry. There are people who sleep on their side, so they prefer putting their vision boards on the side. You have to see it first thing in the morning. So if you look at your phone or your screens immediately when you wake up, digitally, that works for you, right? I hope we are all together. I haven't lost anyone. Sorry, I got choked up a little bit. Are we all here? Are we all together? I hope everybody can understand. Ella, what would you want me to repeat? Maybe if you can speak up, you can speak on the.
I was saying, like the time you said what we need to create a vision board.
What we need to create.
Yes.
All right, so I mentioned while I was asking the questions earlier, I wanted to understand how you guys prefer doing your vision board. So if you prefer doing it digitally, as we proceed, then I would advise that you save it maybe in a screen that you have access to every single day. All right. So if you use your phone often or your tablet or your laptop, then it's more efficient. You'll save it as a phone screen. All right. So your brain typically it becomes familiar. So save it on a machine that you constantly use. All right. So what becomes familiar becomes believable. All right. You believe that you can achieve that goal. All right. So what becomes believable becomes actionable. All right. Yeah. Is that what you wanted me to repeat? Are you guys getting me very clearly? Is there an issue with my?
Right now we can get you. At some point you had like lagged, like your screen froze.
Oh, my screen froze. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But
Okay,
right
just
now you're okay.
okay. Right now I'm okay. So let me just type out something here on the chat. All right. So your brain responds faster to images than words. Number two, what you see repeatedly becomes familiar. What becomes familiar becomes believable, and what is believable becomes actionable. That is the main purpose of vision boards. They help us achieve our goals at a certain given time, right? Now, the second thing I would want to maybe bring up, young ladies, oh my goodness, the vision board. Who is it for? There's this idea that vision boards is for a specific kind of person. But for purposes of this meeting, vision boards are for specific people who want direction, who need clarity, who are transitioning, like most of you are transitioning from one grade to the next. Probably you're transitioning from if you're in university, you're transitioning to another class, a higher class, or maybe you're transitioning out of university, maybe for the 22-year-old, probably you're already thinking about work, you know. Vision board is also for people who sometimes feel stuck and they want some help with getting unstuck, or they feel overwhelmed. So they need to put things down on paper or that is accessible to them so that the brain is triggered. Okay? right? Thirdly, vision boards are not, if you want results, you must work for it. So vision boards are constantly there in your face, or maybe accessible to your eye, to remind you that it needs effort. Okay? All right? So if you're unclear about your direction, the vision board is there to remind you. We all have low days, bad days. We go through when life happens. Maybe you want to give up on your goals, or you want to give up. Something looks so unachievable, but at some point when it's just there, you've woken up, or you're on your phone constantly and you can see it. It reminds you that maybe you just need rest for that minimal time, and then you get back to it. All right? Yeah. So the most important thing is what we're going to discuss next. The areas that vision boards are effective. Number one, identity. Okay. So maybe you want to build your confidence. You want to, I've seen some people want to eat healthy. So that needs discipline. You want to build discipline. I've seen some people, you want some pets. That means you need to develop some management and leadership, to take care of your pets, you know. I've seen, I don't know, did I see somebody say maybe build some relationships or something? Every relationship needs some emotional intelligence. So that is basically part of your identity. For the ones who are 12 years old and 13, I guess you're asking a lot of critical questions in your life right now. Maybe you're asking yourself, who do you want to be? What career do you think you can get into when you grow older? Am I good at this or good at that? What habits define who I am, right? What kind of woman do you want to be? Because I mean, I know young Gen Zs, you're looking up to us millennials and thinking, man, uh, we need to do better, which I agree. You probably need to do better than us, right? So anyway, so one of the areas the vision board is very effective is identity. Number two, career and purpose. Building on skills. For those ones who are looking for internship, right? For those ones who are maybe thinking of public speaking engagement. So for those ones who are maybe thinking of joining clubs, right? Yeah. For those ones who are, I saw somebody once is going on to grade 2 to do piano classes. I mean, yeah. So that is an area where a vision board can help you in, right? Area number 3 is lifestyle and wellness. On my vision board, oh my God, it's going to the gym consistently. As adults, unfortunately, we get too busy and we make excuses. So, eating healthy is also part of my vision board. So, wellness and being active is also an area that we can look into when we are planning for our vision board. And the most important part is financial direction. I saw somebody there, they want to make more money at the end of this year. Amazing. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. Yeah. And making money, as in, does that mean you want to save more money? Do you want to do more investing? Do you want to build multiple income streams? Money is so diverse, right? There are different ways you can make more money, right? Okay, are we together thus far? I hope I haven't lost anyone. Is everyone still here with me? Jamila, thank you. Maggie, asante. If anyone comes up with a question, wonderful. If you have a question and you need to interrupt me, please go ahead and interrupt me. I think it's better that way, because if we wait until the end, you might forget your question. So if you have any question or you need me to repeat something, just write it in the chat, or even just speak. I have no problem over that, yeah? Okay, so there's something that I want to share with you. How to do a vision board properly. I designed something here. I want to share my screen. Give me a second. Fantastic. I hope everybody can see my screen. Okay, great. So I will share this template with all of you. I'll just have to figure out how to do that. Maybe I can attach it to the chat, and then you can download it. Setting up a vision board, you have to be absolutely intentional. So I've seen people put, because they want to buy a car, right? So they'll put an image of a Mercedes Benz, right? Or a Range Rover, on a vision board. But the question is, you haven't highlighted the steps to which you need to attain that Range Rover. Okay? So what this template does, Maria, just give me a second and then I'll get back to you. So what this template does, number one, in the pillars section, now that is going to be the generic goal you want to attain. Let's say, for example, let's use money. Okay? So money can be a pillar. All right? And then on the big goal section, you have to be very specific. Okay? So let's say, for example, you want to make 100,000 you want to save 100,000 by the end of the year. So that goal is very specific. Now, at the bottom of that, you come up with tiny actions to achieve the big goal. So how are you going to achieve the 100,000 by the end of the year? All right. So does that mean maybe you're going to do some chores in the house, or are you going to maybe sell some bracelets and all those things? So that makes the vision board it makes sense. All right. So let's say, for example, the other lady said eating healthy. So what is the big goal of eating healthy? Do you want to lose weight, or what do you mean by eating healthy? Does that mean eating vegetables and all those? So the goal has to be a little bit more specific. Then at the bottom on the bullet points, tiny actions that will help you achieve the goal, right? So if on your vision board you have the Mercedes Benz, then the pillar would be a vehicle. The big goal would be a Mercedes Benz. Then the tiny actions would be volunteer, work, look for money, find out who has the best Mercedes Benz, which one is more economical, and all those things, right? So once you work on your tiny actions, it will help you achieve the big goal. All right. Yes, Maria, you had a question. Do you mind speaking?
Yes, I wanted to ask if
Yes.
what you're currently presenting, I think it's more of a journal than a vision board, because vision boards use like pictures.
Right. So this is a template that would help you create a vision board. You see now, a vision board, if you were to just put images of maybe a dog, for the one who wanted to maybe buy a dog or something, Now, the question would be, how do you achieve buying the dog? What are the tiny steps that are going to help you achieve the overall goal, which is now buying the dog? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Let's say, for example, if the goal in your vision board is to be a content creator, right? So if the pillar is content creation, yeah, the big goal would be you have to, maybe you're doing gym content creation, right? Now, the tiny actions would be buy iPhone 17 Pro, get a light, get a night, no, buy the camera, the tiny actions that would make you achieve the overall goal of what you have displayed in your vision board. All right. So the vision board, once you have created it, once you have come up with it digitally, maybe via Pinterest and everything, you still have to come down and figure out, how am I going to achieve that? Okay. I don't know if we are, am I making sense, Maria?
Yeah, I guess so. I just thought this
What's
was,
your concern? You can just let me know what your concern is.
I thought this was more of a journal because it's more of typing out and writing, whereas a vision board where we're supposed to be like using our images and pictures to describe what we want to do throughout the year. But I see what you mean.
Yeah, let's say, for example, let me give you an example of maybe a vision board. Maybe at the middle of your vision board, you have the year 2026, right? And then you have an image of your dog, the dog that you want to buy. Maybe it's a husky, right? Just at the side, even on that husky image, you're writing down, just maybe with a marker or with a pen, you'll be writing down your tiny actions. Okay, because now when you wake up and when you're looking at this vision board every day, you're like, right, seeing the small bullet points you've made down there. Save more money, do more chores, volunteer, something. So those tiny notes you're making on your vision board also help you achieve your goal. You see, the vision board is just not images. You still have to kind of input information. Please note, vision boards evolve with time. So what you create in January might differ a little bit with what is there in March, because now you're inputting more information as the day goes by, right? Do you understand? So maybe, for example, it's getting fitter and you want to be stronger. So on my vision board, there's a gym. But in March, I discovered Pilates, or I discover mobility, or I discover another kind of way of getting fitter. That's still helping me achieve the goal of going to the gym, right? So those you will still have to like input some few notes, yeah, in your vision board. Even when you're creating it digitally, you're kind of adding some information there. So you're building what you created in January is not what you're going to have in November or December. It's going to be like a big, most vision boards are very ugly by the end of the year because there's so much information that has gone into it, right? Do you understand what I'm saying, Maria?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I haven't lost you. I don't want to lose you.
No, I'm not lost.
Okay. All right. So the other thing about vision boards, like I've said, it is going to be very less aesthetic. It's going to be very, very busy. It might end up being very untidy, right? Yeah. But it kind of people have emotion towards vision boards because you bring it to life. They kind of you get attached to it, and it gives you some psych about achieving your goals, even when you're writing the words in the vision board, you have to be absolutely specific, right, on the words you're writing. You're not writing what you would write in a journal, right? You just input just some small bullet points, right? Yeah. uh, Choose intention. At the end of the day, a vision board, for it to help you achieve the goal, it has to be absolutely intentional. And the words you input in the vision boards have to be action words, right? Yeah. It shouldn't be a document that will drain you. Okay. So instead of using a word like success, you would use a word like, launch or seek or apply or save, you know, yeah. Action was things that you would do. All right. Yeah. And then set time frames. Like, let's say the dog again. Let's go back to the dog, the husky. You want this dog. You have to be specific. You just can't write a dog. When do you want it by? Do you want it by June? Do you want it by March? And if you want it by March, what are the small action things you're doing to get this dog by March? Right? And once you achieve the goal, fantastic. Then now your vision board evolves to something else. Because most of these vision boards, once you see it there, you might be able to achieve these goals even by second quarter. So what happens to the vision board? The rest of the 6 months, do you create another vision board? Do you stop and wait for 2027, right? And that's a good thing of visualizing your goals, because once you see it there every day, repeatedly, and you're able to do it, then you understand who you are. Your identity becomes you become confident, because now once you're achieving these things, you're like, oh, I can do it, right? So the question is, once you achieve everything in your vision board, the one that you created in January, and you finish by June, July, so what happens the other few months? Does the vision board evolve, or do you wait until 2027? Those are some personal questions that you should be able to ask yourself. So go wide. Do not be afraid. Even if the goal looks so big, I mean, go for it. I know maybe some of you might be doing exams towards the end of the year. And that is a goal that can only be achieved at the end of the year, or maybe in September. So think of other things that maybe can challenge you to achieve by March, by April, by June, So by the time September is coming and you're finishing school now, maybe that could be the last thing on your vision board. But if you achieve something by March or April, then uh, do a big red tick on that specific goal on the vision board, and then place on another goal. Go big, evolve, grow with your vision board, right? Let it be messy. Let it be let it give you sight that you can achieve things, that you can do things. Yeah. And even as you grow older and you become a woman, you have this confidence, self-confidence, that you can achieve things from the ages of 12, 13. By the time you're 23, 24, 25, things can be done. The young lady who's 22, I mean, I wish I could be 22 again. Uh, I would have done so many things by now. All right. Yeah, we spoke briefly about where to put your vision board. It has to be accessible to your eyes. You have to see it, right? It can be on your bedroom wall, it can be on your bedroom ceiling, it can be even inside a locker if you're in school, right? So you see your locker, you have to go to your locker every single time, every day, every morning, every evening. Put some images in your locker, right? In your study desk, maybe you have a desk at home where you do your homework every day, or maybe you do your studying, put some images there. It doesn't have to be a manila paper that is just in one area. You can have your vision or your visual images in everywhere you go. Okay? Are we together? Is everyone here with me? Okay. All right. So I'm about to finish, and then maybe because of time, we can go to something else. But anyway, one of my last 2 points. Every week, at the end of every week, depends on when you end your week. Maybe you end your week on Friday, or maybe you end your week on Saturday or Sunday. You see the small actions we spoke about, confirm that they align with your overall goal. Okay? Confirm that you are on the right path. You haven't derailed, or you haven't maybe gone in a different direction. And even if you've gone to a different direction, you have to edit your vision board, right? So at the end of every week, make sure your little actions are aligning with your board, are aligning with your overall goal. Okay, so the vision board has to be a mirror. It's something that you look at absolutely every day. Okay, try very hard not to do what other people are doing. This has to be absolutely personal. Your goals have to be personal. Your goals have to be, yes, you can talk about them, but it has to be no copying other people, because we have friends, or maybe we have siblings, or we have relatives who might have an idea of how to do your vision board. Try to own your own vision board, because this is going to be probably part of what you're going to do for a number of years. Yeah. So do not be influenced maybe by, to copy other people and what, because everybody's lives, everybody's path is absolutely different. So when you see your friend, maybe you, all of you have the same thing, you want to buy a car, but your journeys may be different. Maybe you will have to buy a Pro Box, maybe them they can buy. So how the tiny actions at which you achieve your goal might be different. Okay. The other thing about vision board is expecting to be motivated to do it. There are times whereby motivation does not work, right? There are times you're forced to, even when you're in school, you just have to go to school. Sometimes you don't feel like going to school, but you just have to go to school, you have to be purposeful and be clear, because that is what creates the motivation to get your goals achieved, right? Okay. Everybody there?
Yes, we're here.
You're still there, Francisca? Are we
Yep.
on time according to the program? Is everything going very well?
Yeah, I think it according to the program, we're supposed to start with now the vision board creation part.
Okay. So now that goes back to my initial questions when I started. I wanted to understand if people came with the manila papers as the poster, or they prefer to do it digitally. Now, maybe Francisca, you can advise on that. Because I don't think everybody came with like the manual things to do the vision board. Or maybe we can try this. If there's anyone who has already started, maybe they've created a vision board already, or has some sample, an idea of how a vision board is, or maybe you can show us what you did for 2025, right? Yeah, we would love to see that.
Hi everyone. How do we show that, coach? How do you want us to show our vision board maybe for 2025?
And if you have, especially if you did the digital one, right? Maybe it's on your machine, is it on your laptop or something? Do you think you can share that with us? Or if you don't have it in your laptop, it's not digital, you can just open your camera and then show us the actual vision board that you did.
Okay.
Do you have one?
Yes, I do have one. I'm joining in with my phone. I do have one. It's actually still my the picture. What is the wallpaper? It's still my wallpaper. So
Oh, good. Oh, amazing. I'd love to see it. And then maybe you can walk us through and tell us if like what you did for January and how your year was and what you actually achieved by the end of 2025. I'm very curious. I'd like to see that. You're getting ready, Valerie? Are you getting ready?
okay. Yes, I am. So do I share my screen?
Yes, please.
Okay, coach, just give me a minute. Let me just get
No,
this in
it's
order.
okay. All right. That's okay. That's fine. So let me just reiterate a few of the things that I said, impactful things that I would want maybe everybody to remember, especially for this meeting as we go towards 2026. The vision board evolves. It doesn't remain the same. What you create in January doesn't necessarily remain what you'll see in March, in June, in November, and December. Okay? When you put your images down, all right, be very, very intentional in terms of how you see, when you see a finished product, yeah, when you see a vehicle, when you see a camera for content creation, when you see the results, maybe you want to work on, you want the final grade at the end of the year to be an A plus or an A. There has to be steps in which you take for you to get that A. So does that mean you wake up 1 hour before time? Do you have 1 more hour that you read in the morning? Does that mean you have to get a tutor? Does that mean the end goal is the grade? But now we need to be very, very serious about those little steps that will get you to that end goal. That should also be on the vision board. All right? Yeah. So it is very important that, because sometimes when you put the grade there, I'm using a grade because I think most of us are students. So maybe we put an A there and you see it every day. And you're wondering, so how do I get this A? And you're not clear on how you're going to get it. It will frustrate you. You will start probably getting some anxiety and some depression. All right. So let's work backwards. So the end goal, then down. Okay. So be very on that goal, and then now the little things that will get you what you want. Okay? So number one, the vision board evolves. Number two, be very, very specific in terms of the little actions you have to do every day, every week for you to attain that goal at the end of the year. Trust you me. Even if you're saying September, November, October, I'm buying a car, like the way Achien is saying, I need a Range Rover. Most time, because of how intentional you are absolutely every single day, it will take you 3-4 months for you to achieve that. By the way, Atakama, maybe you're going for that grade. By the time June is coming, you're feeling like, okay, I'm prepared. I feel like I fit for this exam even now. So you're testing yourself. You are reading books. You're revising. You're telling maybe your siblings or your relatives to ask you questions. You're remembering because you were actioning your goal absolutely every day. Yeah. So a vision board is also a visual plan for you to execute. Absolutely. It's not something for you to remember in October that, oh my God, the year is almost ending. Yeah. What do I do? And that's why a lot of people do not achieve what they set out. And then now they give up. They say vision boards don't work. They come and say, oh my God, this was too hard for me to achieve. And every single day they were not working. Those tiny things that you do every day are the ones that are going to help you achieve the overall goal. That is one thing that I would want you guys to carry from this meeting today. Okay? The vision board evolves. The vision board can change media. The vision board is something that you need to work on absolutely every day. You need to stay consistent. All right? Even when you lack motivation, you need to stay consistent on the little things that you do every day for you to achieve the overall goal. Okay? The vision board is absolutely personal. Do not be discouraged at the end of the day. Do not be discouraged. If you feel within that this is something that you can achieve, work on it. If you feel like maybe your friends or your peers or the people around you might be demotivating you and everything, then don't talk to them about it. Keep it absolutely private. Keep working on your goal. It is personal. You know within that you can achieve this goal, because what happens is, because you see now, why we put the vision board in the bedroom is because the bedroom is yours. Yeah, for those ones who are not sharing, it's very, very personal. Not very many. I put my vision board on the ceiling. I mean, very rarely would people come to my room and literally look up and start reading. Keep it very, very private. Keep it very, very personal. Yeah, keep it very, very accessible to you. Okay? And then finally, do what scares you. I mean, plan, go big. Even if you're a C student, you can still achieve the A. Go big, do what scares you. Plan for greatness. Plan for big things. Don't be mediocre. Do what scares you. Plan for your future. Start now. You're 12, 13, 18, 16. If you can achieve what you put down on your vision board now, 10 years, you would be unstoppable. Okay? All right. So I am going to go back to Valerie. Are you there?
Yes, coach, I'm here. I've shared my vision board on the chat.
Oh, you did. Let me see.
Yes, I took a screenshot from my gallery.
Okay.
Yes, I had tried. I was screen sharing. I didn't know it was on, so I can see Zuri says that it was on. So
Okay.
my vision board encompassed different parts of my life, not just career wise. There was the aspect of personal improvement and also financial improvement. These are like the bigger goals, just what you were saying right now. I don't have it written down like pillars and big goals, but the pillars are personal development, career, and finance. And then now I did have these bigger goals. The smaller goals are not written here, but I did do. So I did have this as my wallpaper, both on my laptop and my phone, just
Good.
as a reminder of the things that I set myself up for.
Good.
And yeah, I did my reflection last week to see what was achieved, both complete and partially, because you don't always get to achieve everything 100%. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean no work was done.
Mm-hmm.
For example, under the trips, I do a solo trip, a girls trip, a family trip, and a vacation. On that, I did tick everything except a family trip. I did get into fitness, but I didn't get to get into therapy. I spoke on a number of global platforms.
Amazing.
Definitely the kind of not the speaking that I had envisioned. I had envisioned standing in front of like 2,000 people and like making addresses, but I did get to speak on global platforms in different ways, which I think is very important to be able to adjust and see that it wasn't exactly how you saw it, but you kind of ticked that goal in its
Yeah,
own
yeah.
particular ways. So
Amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it from me. I just wanted to share that bit.
I like
Yeah.
it. If I was to use your example, like speaking engagement, you see now the tiny bullet points I was putting. So maybe you would have put you start, okay, yes, of course, there were 2,000 people. Your big goal there would have been 2,000, but now you have to start with 20. Speaking in front of 20 people, 30 people, 50 people. So maybe those small actions you achieve. Maybe if the big goal you didn't get it, you're going to maybe edit it for your vision board. You have an idea of how your 2026 vision board would make more sense according to what you experienced in 2025, right? So it's not that speaking in front of 2,000 is not achievable. It is. It's just that maybe in 2025, maybe the universe just wanted you to speak in front of 100 people, 200 first, and then build the confidence and all that. Now, build your 2026 vision board and go bigger. You know, go. Maybe you have to edit it. Maybe it's not 2,000. Maybe it's what 800, 1,000 people for 2026 because of your experience in 2025, right? Maybe finance, you wanted to save 1 million, but you ended up saving 200K. So that was 2025. Now you have an idea of how your 2026 vision board would look like. Adjust it a little bit, but still have the site to save more money. I like it, Valerie. That was really, really nice. Anyone else? Anyone else wants to share the way Valerie has shared? I would want to see what people maybe came up with in 2025 because my initial question was, do you guys have an idea what that is? Have you done one before? Do not be scared. Do not be intimidated by the people here. Show us. We can only grow from where we have come from. Any volunteer? Francisca, I want to use you. Are you there?
Hi, yeah, I'm here.
I want to use you. Hi. Let's see your vision board. What did you create for 2025? And
Actually,
what did
let me be
what did your
honest. I have never created a vision board. I think
really?
for me personally, I have seen vision boards on Pinterest and all that, but I've never created a vision. myself. I usually just make just like in my head mentally I have goals and I'm like then I write them down in my journal and then like I just move on with life and I forget that I even made goals for the year.
That's the thing. Now, that's why my initial questions were very strong. Now, for people, Francisca, like for people like you who have never done a vision board, I would advise you as a coach, a mentor, a speaker, I would want you to go the manual way and not the digital way first. If you're starting this vision board journey, I would literally want you to get the manila paper, just like the poster said, get a pair of scissors, look for images. Maybe you can download and print. I love Pinterest. So you can download from Pinterest and everything and print it. Literally cut it out. Do the activity itself. Okay? Once you grow from there, then now when you're confident enough, then you can go the digital way. So for those ones who've never created a vision board, do the actual activity. It triggers your brain. Yeah, it triggers your brain to actually start actioning. Okay? So let me go back to the question that I asked. Just like the poster said, how many people came with the manila paper, the images, the pair of scissors? Was anyone able to bring some? Should I assume the silence means no? Okay, Francisca, I'm going to use you. Francisca, did you come with manila paper?
No, but I can get it right. Like I have manila paper. For me, I can like run and get it. It's there.
Okay. All right. Because of time, maybe, yeah, no, maybe we can just move on. But I would want to advise absolutely everyone in the chat. Maybe Valerie has already have an idea of how a digital vision board is done. You have an idea of how she did it, but I would advocate that you do the manual one first. Okay, it's a very fun activity. At the end of the day, you're doing it for yourself. Okay, so today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. There's nothing much you're doing. Maybe you can already, once after this meeting is done, write down some things that you would want to look at in Pinterest. Uy, guys, mimi ni wale millennials tunasemanga Pinterest. Aya, so look for images. If it's a dog, look for what? Is it a husky? Whatever dog that you're working on. If it's eating healthy, look for those images, right? But I would implore you to download them, cut them out, do the actual activity, okay? The digital way, maybe I would say would be for some people who already have experience doing and actually working on their vision. Okay, ladies, are we all here? Ruby says they have manila paper. Ruby, do you have everything else? Do you have images? Do you have a pair of scissors?
I have everything but the pictures. I didn't download and let me print them out.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
I have everything. I just don't have the pictures. I didn't download and print them out.
Okay, okay. So imagine tomorrow is a Sunday, tomorrow is a chill day. Maybe look for some images and do the actual work. Trust you me, it will change your life, right? Right in the middle, look for 2026, the number 2026 from Pinterest, cut it out, then build the vision board around it. Okay? So again, our goals are different. Okay. So if it's a grade, if it's dresses, if it's not dresses, image, like image, how you're going to build, how you're going to look, if it's animals, if it's volunteering, if it's maybe working out, if it's sport, build your vision board around 2026. All right. Then again, go deeper and say, what are the small action points that you're going to do every day, every week, every month for you to achieve that image that you have done? All right. So the image you put in that vision board is not enough. You need to go and work backwards. You need to write down how you're going to achieve that goal. Okay. All right, so I am going to open. So for anyone, do you have questions? Do you need me to clarify anything? Maybe you can just speak to make it easier and faster. Or if you can type very fast, that would be amazing. One of the questions I usually get when I am talking about vision board is, and it runs across the board, is what if your family does not support your vision? Valerie, let me come back to you because you mentioned something about a family trip that you did not achieve in 2025. Was it because of your family? Do you mind maybe speaking more about it? Val, are you there? Okay, so that question, like I said, what if your family does not support your vision? Let me reiterate, your vision board is absolutely personal. You know your dynamic better than anyone. Be be positive about what you can achieve. Let's say, for example, if maybe your goal is a grade and maybe you can't afford textbooks, or maybe your family, your parents cannot afford a tutor, or things happen here, life happens, right? So adjust your tiny actions. All right, adjust, let the goal be there, let the overall vision remain, but adjust your tiny actions that will lead you to that goal. Okay, so if your family or your support system is not aligning with where you want to go or who you want to be, adjust what your daily, weekly, and monthly action, but the goal, the vision remains as is, as is. I don't know if you understand. Yeah. Does anyone have a question as we proceed because of time? Francisca, I think that's it for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it for me. Yeah, I'm pretty much done. Unless you have a question specifically for me.
No, not at all. Unless anyone has a question for Mr. Ching, then I think we're done with that. So hopefully, I think everyone has understood, like, the vision board. Like, it's not just us pasting some random pictures because it's aesthetically pleasing. That we've understood that the vision board is to help us, achieve and realize our goals, either big or small. Yeah. So, okay. So we're supposed to create the vision board, everybody to like create at least their vision board. So, let's see. Oh, it's 8:22. Um, Miss Mwanda, are you still here? Miss Mwanda? Oh, maybe okay. All right, it's okay. So we can just we can just go ahead and start making the vision boards, whether virtually or or for those who did carry the manila could start making them on the manila. We may not finish like the entire vision board like in this meeting, but after the meeting, like Mr. Cheng said, like tomorrow is Sunday, you can continue creating the vision board. So I will give the vision board activity is supposed to go for like 30 minutes, and yeah, so that we can start the activity. So does anyone have a question for Mr. Ching before we start the timer for this activity? Does anyone have a question about the vision board? Please do ask. You can raise your hand and ask, or just type it in the chat. Okay, Zuri.
So what I wanted to say is that I have an issue because I'm using my laptop. I'm doing it digital on Pinterest, and I'm using my laptop. But and then I can't convert. I can't like screen share because I'm using my mom's phone to do it, and I can't sign up to Google Meet to Zoom. I don't know why. So yeah, that's my problem. So what do I do when I wanna show my vision board?
If you're using two devices, it's okay. You could like maybe when it's time for us to present, you can just like turn on your camera and like share your laptop screen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Francisca.
You're welcome. And that also applies to anyone else who's like also like making the like using the Manila to make the vision board. You'll just like turn on your camera and just show it to us. Okay. And it's okay, guys, if it's like not complete, because I'm sure mine will not be completed by the time 20 minutes are up. So let me stop talking. And yeah, have fun, guys. Make sure to have fun, be creative, use Pinterest for all the Pinterest girlies here. And yeah, just have fun. Okay, so the 30 minutes start now. Have fun. And you can always ask questions in the chat. If you have any questions and concerns, I'll be still looking in the chat.
Excuse me, can I leave when I'm done?
So once we're finished, we just gonna wrap up. Like, not too long.
But then I can't hear you.
Okay. So, sorry, I was saying, immediately we're done with the creation part of our vision board. Uh, I would really like for like everyone to stay so that we finish off together with a group photo and then we can leave. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay, but I'll still be here, but I won't be like here myself, but I'll still be here.
Oh, okay, that's fine. If you're like finished early and people are still making theirs, you can like stretch and walk around.
And what
Okay.
if you have something to do right now? Because I've already finished making my vision board. Do I have to still stay till the
Yeah, I would really, really appreciate if everyone can stay till the end. But if you're finished early, you can feel free to walk around and stretch because I know you guys have sat down so long. And also, if you're done, just type it out in the chat box because maybe all of you are done and I don't know, and we're just all sitting in silence.
I am not done. I'm trying because I'm doing it on Pinterest and I'm trying to figure out how my images are gonna fit.
It's okay.
do you mind keeping the music off?
Yeah, if it's distracting, yeah, I can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry.
Hi, girls.
Hello, my
Hello.
dear.
Hello. So, are you guys done with your
Um,
vision board?
Most people are done, so I was thinking we could just continue.
Okay. So, probably we can have three um just share their vision boards, and then they can, if there's something to add, they can finish by tomorrow. Um, so that we also finish on time. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, a few of you had said you had already finished. So, who would like to present or share what they've done so far? Maria, Anela, would you guys like to share with us what you have done so far?
no, thank you.
Okay, anyone else? It's okay if they're not complete. It's fine.
So I just need like 2 seconds. I'm adding the finishing touches to my vision board on Pinterest. So I would think you can just wait for that a bit.
Okay. So I think I can start by sharing mine. Mine isn't complete and might look a bit, unfinished. Like, yeah. All right. So this is mine. Oh, sorry. All right. So this is my vision board. It's still not yet done, but yeah. So up here you could see like a few images of like MUN, Model United Nations. So currently I'm in an MUN club, and one of my visions or goals for this year is to attend like my first conference this year, or a few more conferences actually. I'm quite nervous about doing it, but I think I should face my fear and like attend. So this is like attending an MEN conference is like one of my goals. And then I also had traveling. I would like to travel to at least 2 countries this year. Then some of you, then here below you had Uno. I've like had Uno images. So I love playing Uno recently. I really liked playing it. And I had this random idea of making like an Uno game where you could like play with, you know, like I don't know how to explain, but you could play with your family and friends, and you could play Uno virtually, so you all don't have to be together. You could just play online. So yeah, that was like one of the things that. So I wanted to like code an Uno game with my sister, and maybe like randomly sell it to somebody who'd buy it, and yeah. So those are what I have many other goals. So like I said, it's not yet done. But yeah, those are my goals. So does anyone else have one? Okay, Vivian, you want to share your vision board?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Are you able to see?
Yes, we can.
So the first one, this is my vision board. I I started with health, and I said that I'll be eating healthy foods. Yeah. And the second one is that I'll be traveling to, I'll try and travel to uh at least one coding hackathon. Or yeah. And to get good grades and spiritually to have stronger faith. And my last text was, sorry, hoping to achieve everything in this year. Yeah.
That's very lovely. Thank you so much, Vivian. Finally found my reactions. I can give reactions to everyone. Okay, who else would like? Okay, Zuri, are you ready to present?
Yeah, I'm just adding a
Okay,
title
go
and
ahead.
then I'm ready. Mm,
Okay, go ahead.
Please, okay. So I don't think you guys are gonna see nicely, but I'm gonna try. So, it's loading. So I come here to settings. What? Okay, so you can go to the next person because I'm having technical issues.
Okay. Who else? Would anyone actually like to present their vision board? Anyone else? It's okay if it's not complete, it's fine. No one. Are you guys sure?
Francisca,
Yeah?
my
Okay.
vision board just disappeared. See?
Oh no. Okay, next is Gabriella. She's raised her hand, and then if it's still okay, if you won't be able to present your vision board in this meeting, you can still share it later. Gabriella, go ahead.
So I'm sharing this. Can anyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so basically, oh my gosh. Wait. Why is it doing that? Okay. So basically, I only done 2 slides on this. Oh my gosh. I love adding details. So this is the cover page. And then I'm now doing the animal rights. I sadly will not finish by today, but probably next week, someday. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Gabriella. At least that's something. Okay, because of time, I think that's all. Okay, yeah, so Miss Aching, you've seen some of our work. Do you have like any feedback or something you'd like to add as we are closing?
I like what you're saying. I've seen your images and then I remembered Canva is valuable too. And I'm happy you guys have you using Canva because Canva has images and all that. That's amazing. I like it. I've gotten some motivation to make mine as well very colorful, But amazing. I like what you see. Now I have um, quite some hope that um, all of you ladies are headed to the right direction. I want to encourage all of you to not give up on yourself, not give up on your dreams, not give up on your goals. Go for it. You know, if you love eating healthy, if you're seeking God, if you want to fight for animal rights, I mean, I love it. I am in awe. I'm seeing all this and I'm wishing if I was 16 or 18, I had this and I did. But I am happy you guys have the mentors that you have. I'm happy that you guys are in within this group and you're working on your goals. I encourage you to not give up on them. Love on each other. Look for mentors who are encouraging you. Keep at it. You're such beautiful girls. I've not seen a lot of your faces. I think the only face I've seen is Francisca, but from how you guys are speaking, I mean, mob love. I'm praying for all of you, for your families, and for your vision boards. Keep at it. Keep working on your vision boards. Keep making them beautiful. Work for you. You know, make them personal. Don't give up. If what you create in January is not what you like in March, evolve. Don't just stop, but evolve with what you're feeling or where your mind is or where your goals are. You know, change your vision, but grow with them. You know, this is vision boards are such valuable tools for you to achieve great things. So I love what I've seen. I'm encouraged. Um, hopefully, you will invite me again for another vision board party. I will share with you mine, but I feel like mine is so grown up, you know? Uh, yeah, mine is so grown up. Mine is so millennial. You'll get bored. But next time, I will share my vision board, definitely. Yeah, you guys have a blessed night. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Cheng. Thank you so much for also the earlier session taking us through the vision board. I think some of us have, or all of us, have understood better that a vision board is much more than pictures. So let's give Miss Cheng her reactions, her flowers. I finally found my reaction button. So yeah, let's see her reactions. Great, amazing, amazing. So thank you so much once again. So now in closing, oh my days, we have stayed here, but I'm sure you guys have had fun. I hope, yeah, all right. I hope you can see my screen. Yeah, it's now visible. So in closing, I want you guys to now reflect and think. So from what we've learned and the vision boards you guys are making and are gonna finish making, I want you guys to think what's one action that you'll take in the next 7 days. Okay, maybe 7 days may be like too short, but what are the next actions you're willing to take after this meeting? It could be like you could give us like 3 examples or 2 examples. What are some actions you're willing to take after this session? All right, so just type it in the chat and I'll read it out. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Ching. Bye bye. All right, everyone.
Bye.
So, in closing, guys, so you can feel free to type in the chat. So, a few actions that you're gonna take in the next maybe 7 days, maybe the next week, maybe in the next 2 weeks. Yeah. I can also allow one person to speak. Is anyone in case in case you would like to just speak, you can raise your hand. Anyone? Okay, all right. So Ella says pet her dog. Okay, that's an action. All right. Okay. Ruby says get more healthier. Lovely. Rain says perform a poem in front of a crowd. That is amazing. Anyone else? Feel free to raise your hand. Maggie says eat healthy. Miss Wenda says have a consistent workout plan. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. And these make sure to try and accomplish these next steps you're willing to take. Okay. And I am rooting for all of you guys. I'm rooting for all of you. All right. So, firstly, appreciate yourselves for staying this long and also for being true to yourself. All right. Let's appreciate. My reaction button has disappeared once again. So I'm just gonna give hearts. I'm giving my heart. So appreciate yourself for staying this long and also being true to yourself and also for being creating these goals. And yeah, guys, making goals may look easy, but going with them may not be easy, but just continue. Like the vision board is there to motivate you, right? So as we're closing, there's this affirmation that I want you guys to remember even as you leave this meeting. I probably could put it somewhere in the corner of your vision board. So it goes, I am intentional, I am disciplined, and I am becoming my vision. Very easy actually. I am intentional, I am disciplined, I am becoming my vision. So I want you guys to type it out yourselves in the chat. I want you to say it in the chat. I am intentional, I am disciplined, and I am becoming my vision. Can you all type it out in the chat quickly? So I am intentional, I am disciplined, and I am becoming my vision. Let's do it quickly, guys. All right. Okay, Miss Manda, I'm intentional. Zuri, I'm intentional. I myself, I am intentional. Rain, I'm intentional. Very lovely, guys. So, yes, Claudia, I'm intentional. Lovely, lovely, everyone. So, continue. I am intentional. I am disciplined. And I am becoming my vision. So maybe you can just put those words, these words in the corner of your vision board to always remember. All right, it's self-affirmation. You're affirming to yourself, I am intentional, I am disciplined, and I am becoming my vision. Your visions that you have put, your goals you've put on your vision board, they're gonna become. You are the vision. So thank you so much, everyone, for staying in this meeting, for being here actually, for taking the time in your busy Saturdays for some of you, or some of you just enjoyed having something to do today. So thank you so much nonetheless for joining us. And before we finally leave and you guys can go back to your Saturday evening routines, I'd like us to take a group photo. So please kindly, if everyone could turn on their camera just for a few seconds for us to take our group photo and we can all be on our way. So yeah, let's all turn on our cameras. Okay. All right, Train. All right. Turn on your cameras. Thank you so much, everyone. Now I can see the lovely people who have stayed with us throughout this whole meeting. All right. I'm sick. Oh, guys, you guys all look so pretty. Oh my days. All right, let's turn on our cameras, the rest of us. Okay, and then let me get the screenshot working. All right. Okay. All right. So, who else do we have in our picture? Vivian, Jamila, Miss Monday, if possible. Could you like turn on your camera so we can see you? And you guys can also put this. I've seen that this Zoom filters you can put if you wanted. Okay, so let's take this. Okay, so everybody do your smiles and poses. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, last one. Anyone wants to do another pose? Okay, let me make sure it came through. Give me a second. All right. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Please do have a lovely evening, and I hope to see you all in the duration of this year. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.